Now, the Taliban has claimed responsibility for an attack on one of Pakistan's biggest air bases, which killed one soldier and damaged a military aircraft. An official has denied there were nuclear weapons on the heavily guarded Kamra Airbase, some 60 kilometres northwest of the capital. Commanders from Pakistan's special forces killed 9 of the attackers in an intense gun battle. Let's get the very latest now from our reporter. The BBC's Tulip Mazumdar is in Islamabad. I know you were at the airbase a little earlier. This is an audacious attack, and it's likely to raise yet again those questions about whether the Pakistani government can actually secure the country properly.
Yes, I mean, it was a very audacious, very coordinated, very organised attack, which took place from about 2:30 this morning local time. 9 militants were able to get into the airbase. They were able to fight commandos for several hours. 8 of them were killed by the commandos. They were wearing suicide jackets, most of them, and one of them blew themselves up. But yeah, I mean, of course, it raises questions. This is a nuclear-armed nation, and whilst the authorities here insist that there were no nuclear weapons at this airbase, it does, of course, raise questions about what about other military installations where there are these sort of sensitive weapons? If they can't control their security around these places, then what hope is there for other more sensitive areas? And that is something that many people will be asking, certainly America and the West, who have concerns over what's happening in Afghanistan. Of course, there's also the nuclear neighbour India, who will also be looking very closely at this and be asking Pakistan, can you actually honestly say that you can control your own security? Of course, Pakistan insists, yes, it can.
Tulip, you mentioned other military installations. We must remember, of course, this isn't the first attack on a military facility.
It isn't. You may remember last year there was an attack at a naval base in Karachi. Now, at the time it was reported that there were nuclear weapons there, which again the Pakistanis denied categorically. 10 soldiers were killed during that attack. And yes, I mean, that was only a year ago. A year before that in Rawalpindi, where the army headquarters are, that was also penetrated and attacked. So, I mean, I think the main question here is, are Pakistan's nuclear weapons safe? And again, Pakistan insists they are, but this will raise yet more questions about the legitimacy of that claim.
And Tulip, just on a matter of fact, are the authorities saying they have now rounded up all those involved in this latest attack or not?
Well, the Taliban have now confirmed that all 9 of the attackers that took part in that attack have been killed. And the authorities on the Pakistani military are also saying that 9 have been killed. So that accounts for all of them. I mean, they were still searching the area and local villages to find out if there were still any more on the run. But both sides have now said that all the militants have been accounted for. So it does look like this has come to an end for now. But plenty more questions will be asked in the aftermath of this.
All right, we'll leave it there. Tulip Mazumdar, thank you very much. Thank you. And